In front of you is a jar of mayonnaise, but have you ever stopped to wonder what really goes into creating that rich, creamy, and perfectly tangy sauce we all love? It's not just a condiment, it's a culinary marvel. Imagine this, a spoonful of velvety mayonnaise mixed into a fresh, crisp salad, transforming it from ordinary to unforgettable. But how is this magic made? Today, we're diving deep into the world of mayonnaise production. You're about to uncover the secrets that turn a few simple ingredients, eggs, oil, and a touch of culinary science, into the silky condiment that finds its way into sandwiches, salads, and even gourmet dishes around the world. Let's rewind to the early 20th century. In New York City, a German immigrant named Richard Hellmann opened a small delicatessen. His wife, renowned for her exceptional cooking skills, crafted delicious salads using a homemade mayonnaise unlike anything customers had ever tasted. The sauce became so popular that people began asking for it separately. Soon demand grew so rapidly that the Hellmanns started packaging it in small wooden containers to keep up. And just like that, a global mayonnaise revolution began. At its core, mayonnaise is deceptively simple, made from two key ingredients, eggs and oil. But what seems basic on the surface hides a complex process filled with precision and quality control. Different regions add their own twist. For example, Japan and South Korea have infused local flair into their mayonnaise, resulting in distinct flavors that reflect their unique culinary identities. The magic starts with eggs, specifically the yolks, which are the heart of mayonnaise. To understand how this ingredient is harvested, let's visit a modern one-acre farm that houses over 20,000 hens. Each day, about 18,000 eggs are laid, mostly at dawn. These eggs are then gently gathered using an automated conveyor system that reduces human handling, preserving their integrity. Once collected, the eggs are placed onto trays using vacuum suction, minimizing breakage. Each tray holds 150 eggs, and they're neatly stacked and transported directly to the factory. When they arrive, the real journey begins. First, the eggs go through a rigorous cleaning process. They're washed to remove dirt, then passed under ultraviolet light to destroy bacteria and hasten the drying process. High-powered air nozzles ensure every egg is completely dry. Next comes a crucial quality check, candling. Each egg is illuminated to detect internal flaws like cracks, spoilage, or abnormalities. Even a single bad egg can ruin an entire batch, so only the best make it to the next step. Now it's time to separate the yolks from the whites. This process is entirely automated, using specialized machines designed for maximum efficiency and hygiene. Each egg is cracked and poured over a funnel that directs yolks to one tank and whites elsewhere. The empty shells are sent off for disposal via conveyor belt. This machine can separate up to 100,000 yolks per hour. Once collected, the yolks travel through a pipeline, filtered for impurities, and enter a heat exchanger for gentle warming. They are then stored in 6-ton capacity tanks. To improve blending, salt and enzymes are added, and the mixture is allowed to rest for 4 hours. After that, the enzymes are removed, and the yolks undergo pasteurization, heated to destroy bacteria like salmonella. At this point, sugar is added to help stabilize the texture. After pasteurization, the yolks are cooled to 39 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve freshness. This prepares them for the final transformation. But yolks alone don't make mayonnaise. The second key player is soybean oil, delivered in large sealed tanks. This oil remains untouched until it reaches the factory to maintain purity. The oil is pumped into sterile storage tanks and only released when the yolk mixture is ready. At this stage, the yolks are divided into 1-ton batches, each holding approximately 50,000 yolks. Meanwhile, water used in the mixture is softened to ensure purity. As these elements are combined, something magical begins to happen. Additional ingredients, like vinegar, spices, herbs, and natural flavorings, are introduced. These are carefully measured and added at precise intervals. The blending process occurs in high-speed mixers, where emulsification transforms the yolk and oil mixture into the thick, creamy consistency we recognize as mayonnaise. This delicate balance between oil and water, held together by the natural emulsifiers in egg yolks, is what gives mayonnaise its smooth texture and long shelf life. Once mixed, the final product is tested for quality, its pH level, texture, flavor and microbial safety. Only then is it poured into jars or pouches using automated filling machines that guarantee each container is sealed perfectly to prevent spoilage. Before that jar of mayonnaise reaches your kitchen shelf, an extraordinary and intricate process unfolds behind factory doors. What might seem like a simple creamy condiment is, in reality, the result of precision, timing, and a bit of food science magic. The journey begins with a powerful vacuum system pulling in mustard powder, which is carefully introduced and mixed into the base formula. This isn't just for taste. The mustard adds a subtle yet unmistakable spiciness that defines the character of the mayonnaise. But here's where it gets interesting. The mixture must be heated to a very specific temperature before anything else can proceed. Once that temperature is achieved, water is pumped in. Why? Because water plays a critical role in absorbing the mustard powder fully. But the process doesn't stop there. At the same time, salt and sugar are carefully sifted using a vibrating screen. This method ensures that not a single clump gets through, leading to a perfectly smooth blend. As the mixture churns, mixing paddles never stop rotating. They blend each ingredient to perfection, ensuring that no flavor stands out too boldly or gets lost in the mix. Then, more dry ingredients and the remaining water are added. But gradually, this careful incorporation helps maintain the silky texture that mayonnaise is known for. To keep this delicate mixture from separating later, a specialized starch is introduced. This stabilizer is essential. It helps the final product retain its creamy texture for weeks, even months. Then the mixture is gently heated again, unlocking its full flavor potential and refining the mouthfeel. But the real challenge comes next, adding the oil. This must be done slowly, precisely. If oil is poured too quickly, or if the mixing isn't vigorous enough, the entire batch could break apart. That would mean a ruined emulsion, turning the blend into a watery mess. It's a razor-thin balance. Too much oil overwhelms the taste, too little, and it never reaches that luscious creaminess. Temperature also plays a crucial role. It must be just right for emulsification to succeed. And once that perfect creamy consistency is achieved, another key player enters: vinegar. But vinegar doesn't just enhance the flavor, it activates the final homogenization, bringing everything together into one harmonious sauce. Here's the science behind it. Lecithin, a natural emulsifier found in egg yolks, works its magic. Its unique properties allow it to bind oil and water, two elements that don't naturally mix. As oil is added, lecithin molecules wrap around the droplets, preventing separation and locking in that smooth, velvety consistency. This is the backbone of true mayonnaise. All of this, it happens in just 3 minutes. From start to finish, a single batch is ready in about an hour. But before anything is packaged, rigorous quality control takes center stage. Samples are pulled and tested for texture, taste, nutritional composition, and consistency. Nothing moves forward unless it meets the factory's exacting standards. Once approved, the mayonnaise is funneled into sterilized glass jars through an automated bottling system. Each jar receives precisely 24 ounces of product, and believe it or not, the filling of each jar takes less than a second. They're sealed with metal twist-off lids to lock in freshness and prevent tampering. From there, it's straight to labeling. A system applies sleek, minimalistic labels containing all essential product information. No flashy designs, just clean, straightforward packaging. After labeling, the jars are boxed up and prepared for shipping. But versatility is the name of the game. This factory doesn't stop at glass jars. Production lines also handle small square containers, like the mini butter packs you see in restaurants. These containers are compact, fridge-friendly, and perfect for quick meal prep. Even more impressively, the facility produces single-use sachets. Through a multifunctional machine, sachets are filled with exactly 0.4 ounces of mayonnaise, sealed, cut, and arranged in perfect rows. These are then distributed to sandwich shops and fast food chains, giving customers a quick and clean way to enjoy their favorite condiment. And if that wasn't enough, small plastic bottles are also part of the lineup. These bottles are filled using pre-calibrated nozzles to ensure no overfilling. Each one is tightly sealed, and instead of flashy branding, they stick to the essentials, only the most important details printed at the bottom, delivering an elegant minimalist aesthetic. So next time you spread mayonnaise on your sandwich or mix it into your salad dressing, know this: behind that creamy delight is a story of precision science and uncompromising quality. From carefully selected ingredients to a highly choreographed production line, it all adds up to one familiar and beloved sauce. Stay curious and keep exploring the surprising stories behind the foods we often take for granted.